Hi everyone, I'm Second Lieutenant Ryan Winhorn, and I would like to show you the event on Veterans Day on 11/12/07.
I'm Lieutenant Colonel Kelly Lambton and the JRTC Battalion Commander. Sound adjutant's call. Today's adjutant is Cadet First Lieutenant Tabitha Thames.
And the rockets regulate,
the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the hope of the brave.
With the Battalion Supply Officers, Cadet First Lieutenant Tiffany Cannon. She will lead us in today's invocation.
Please bow your heads while I pray. Dear Heavenly Father, we come to you thanking you for waking us up another morning. Lord, thank you for allowing us to come together to celebrate Veterans Day today. We pray that you would always help us remember those who sacrificed and put their lives on the line to defend our freedom and take stand for justice. We ask that you would watch over the service members stationed throughout the world and bless their families. And Lord, we ask you to bless this ceremony and keep us throughout this day.
The Battalion Assistant Supply Officers, Cadet Sergeant First Class Max Marine, who will lead everyone in the American Creed.
I believe in the United States of America as the government of the people, by the people, for the people, whose just powers are derived from the constant of the government, democracy and a republic, a sovereign nation of many sovereign states, a perfect union, one and in separate.
Mr. Wally Miles retired from the United States Army after 22 years of service to the 101st Airborne and the 82nd Airborne Divisions, as well as 3 corps in Vietnam. And we'd like to thank Mr. Michelle Miles for coming to today's ceremony. He was a Sergeant Major with the South Carolina State Guard. Some of his awards were the Combat Infantryman's Badge, the Bronze Star, and he was a 3-time Purple Heart Award winner. Wally Miles passed away a little more than a year ago. One thing stands out about Wally, and that was his dedication to veterans of the United States. He did it for his comrades that were killed during the Great Wars. And now, it is my turn. For Wally, I give this poem, A Ragged Old Flag. I walked through a country courthouse. On a bench, an old man was sitting there. I said, "Your courthouse is kind of run down." He said, "No, it'll do for our little town." I said, "Your old flagpole kind of leaned a little bit. And that's a ragged old flag you got hanging on it." He said, "Have a seat." So I sat down. He said, "Is this your first time you've been to our little town?" I said, "I think it is." He said, "I don't like to brag, but we're kind of proud of that ragged old flag." You see, we got a hole in that flag there when Washington took it across the Delaware. He got powder burned the night Francis Scott Key sat watching, writing, "Oh, say, can you see?" He got a bad rip in New Orleans, with Buckingham and Jackson tugging at his seam. It almost fell at the Alamo, beside the Texas flag, but she waved on though. He got cut with a sword in Chancellorsville. Got cut again at Shiloh Hill. There was Robert E. Lee, Beauregard, and Bragg. And the south wind blew hard. That ragged old flag. On Flanders Field in World War I, she took a big hole from a Bertha gun. And she turned blood red in World War II. She hung limp and low a time or two. She was in Korea, Vietnam. She went where she was, sent by her Uncle Sam. She waved from our ships on the briny foam. And now, they about quit waving her back here at home. And here, in her own land, she's been abused, burned, dishonored, denied, and refused. And the very government for which she stands has been scandalized throughout the land. And she's getting threadbare, and she's wearing thin. But she's pretty good shape for the shape she's in. Because she's been through the fire before, and I know she can take a lot more. So we raise her up every morning, and we bring her down every night. And we never let it touch the ground. And we fold her upright. On second thought, I do like to brag, because I'm mighty proud of that ragged old flag.
The Battalion Adjutant Officer's Cadet First Lieutenant Tabitha Thanks. She will read us the poem, "Freedom is Not Free."
There is a price we pay for freedom, for it is not truly free, but rather paid for by the contributions of veterans to buy our liberty. As their blood drains from their body and runs like a river through the grass, over the years it's forgotten, war is placed in our past. I do not think we all realize the importance veterans play as they voluntarily serve America each and every day. We should honor the veterans, for they act like a shield, protecting us from danger, keeping America healed. So if you would take a second to commemorate, you would instantly see we owe veterans our gratitude, for they are the reason we are free.
The Battalion Assistant Adjutant Officer's Cadet Second Lieutenant Chell Davis. He will tell us why we have a moment of silence.
Why a moment of silence? While Veterans Day is typically a tribute to America's living veterans, it is always appropriate to include a moment of respect for those who gave their lives for their country. The signing of the World War I armistice took place in a train near the battle zone in France. The bugle sounded cease firing and the hostilities ended, marking the most significant moment in history. 11 a.m. remains the traditional hour for this tribute. As part of the 30 seconds of silence, please remember Mr. Wally Miles and Jerry D. Harris III, who was fondly known as Doug to his friends. Doug was a graduate of LE, a freshman at Clemson, when he was tragically killed on Veterans Day last year. Please pause and reflect on why we have a moment of silence. Thank you.